Good morning, Grow Franz. Today I'm going to take you on a July garden tour. I've never done this before. I've usually just shown you little clips of it or pictures or little shorts. But today I'm going to show you the good, the bad, the ugly, the stuff that I'm learning, which is everything. And yeah, let's go. So, upon entering my garden, you are welcomed with a sign. Says, welcome to the Garden of M.P.T, my peace and tranquility. Yes, that is an acronym for that, but it's also in memory of my grandmother. Her full name, Mary P. All right, I have another little sign here. So you'll see those little things throughout to know that this place means that much to me. So over here, last week, my daughter and I tore up some corn, tore out the old corn and then put in the new corn. So this time it's only one variety. I put a sunflower in there, a couple of them somewhere, just random. So this has only been a little more than a week old. I split it up with some radishes. I think it's another one over there. Over here, these are some more cucumbers down this row. Some more radishes. I'll thin those out, but they're more like a trap crop, so I'm not really concerned. I will do it though. But I added some more squash here and zucchini because the squash vine borers, I'll put up a short or something of those, but this is the one that's lasted the longest, it's yielded the most. I did have to deal with a good sized fruit. Let me take you over there. A good sized fruit. The flower just fell off yesterday. I was so mad. See, there go the flower on this good one. You see that little orange? I just smeared the flower on there, a male flower, to see if that was going to change anything. I know it's not, but whatever. So this is the one that's done the best. I've had to trim it back a numerous amount of times just to get, I call it the malto meal of the garden. Those stupid squash bug babies. So this is the Three Sisters bed. That's what I call it because those three sisters were planted in it in memory, of course, of my granny and having Indian roots. Now this, I did do that kind of fast, huh? So that's Granny's bed. This one over here is my very first garden bed, raised bed I should say. And in here is of course basil. I have some way too densely planted beets, some green beans, some bush beans. I haven't really been successful with beans this year. I see some flowers on some of them, but it's been either too hot or they've been overtaken by something else. This corner, I probably planted like 7 or 8 things in it. Nothing's lasted. But I put these 2 squash in here to see what will happen because the cucumber plant is on its way out. Look, there goes some beans. You see how, if y'all can tell me what's wrong. I know some sun, but I'm like, it's been shaded. I see a few beans finally, but it could be competing, even though that's a companion crop. But anyway, back to this. The squash is one of the only things that's lasted or came up in this corner, and that was the crazy thing. Now that I think about it, is that's the first thing that's ever grown in this corner when I first started gardening. Yeah, see, that's a marigold that refused to die. The little parts around it, it's because it was bigger, it died. So yeah, and I planted some amaranth here. I'm going to thin it out, but I learned from another gardener, Aisha Evergreen, about amaranth being a trap crop for like the squash bugs and all that stuff. And even though it's a pretty flower because it has the hanging pods, but Aisha, seriously, you didn't tell me those seeds were the size of, they're smaller than mustard seeds. We're not even going there. Okay, so this is my cucumber plant, or one of them. No, it's 2 of them back there. And it's starting to be at the end of its life cycle. It's produced several cucumbers. it was a lot more green, but I hadn't fertilized, so I just fertilized last night. And it's still a lot of flowers. Oh, shoot. Let's see. And it's the pickling type, so I need to, I'll come back and harvest. But I need to do you guys a tour. So, this corner has some more green beans, as you can see. This one, some silly, I'm always picking out these weeds. I can't stand them. So, I know that they fight for the nutrients that the plants need. So I try to weed as much as I can. My daughter calls my garden a basil farm because you will see in the next bed. But I've cut these basil back. It's only 3 plants here. Cut these basil back 4 or 5 times. Ridiculous, okay? So, now that you see, those are 2 beds. Now, this is my watermelon patch that most of you seen, or some of you may have seen, that I pruned. It's come back vigorously. I still have my watermelons. They're still growing. I still have babies everywhere. Let's see. And many that know me, know that this is my favorite fruit of all time. So to be able to grow it is amazing to me. This one has been growing real quickly, and it's taught me something. At first I was gonna get mad. Y'all see the yellow on the end? I was like, oh shoot, it's already doing its yellow spot. Like, I was like, girl, Aisha can't be doing the yellow spot this early. Learning that it's blossom end rot, which means there's a lack of calcium. Didn't even realize that watermelon need calcium. So you know what I did? Planted some more sugar babies. I think this is a Jubilee, a yellow meat or orange meat. Still have the sugar babies over there. I planted another one here. I even have one here. So I'm not playing now. And look at my girl here. She's growing. Have several of them on the vine. Excuse me. And they're growing. Some of them wasn't pollinated or weren't pollinated like they should have been, but it's okay. So in effort to fill this space back up, because remember I said this is prime real estate, my daughter asked for okra. I've never grown okra before, but I put it here and I put it over there. See if you can see. Yeah, you can see it. And then right here, I planted, if you can see these little ones, I planted, I think it's Black Beauty eggplant. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't eat a whole lot of stuff. Have never eaten that. And I planted it and I'm gonna see what it's about. Because for a time I was doing only vegetables and I'm on my way back there. But I need to experience stuff. So that's that. Here's the beauty that my daughter always like, Mom, you're growing a basil farm. Let me lift this up. Ooh. If you can see, yeah, I need to put up some bigger stakes. Oh, I'll do that later. Put up some bigger stakes because my indeterminate tomatoes are growing ridiculous. So here we go. So of course we got basil here, a sweet basil. Like, let me tell y'all how many times I've cut it. It almost looked like what it ain't supposed to look like. So anyway, it's basil here, some peppers, of course marigolds. Oh shoot. Y'all, let me tell you, I don't even really pay attention like I should. I gotta come and do some harvesting. Look at these peppers. There's peppers all over this plant. So I gotta go come pick those. These are one of my indeterminate tomatoes. Y'all see it going crazy. This one here is several tomatoes on it. And I think what I am grateful for, I don't want to speak too loud, because y'all know them homies that like to come and sit on the tomato plants that blend in, that I dealt with a little while ago. Hold on, let me go back all the way around the other side of this. I'm grateful for having I left this little space. But look, this is another pepper plant. Oh shoot, another pepper here. I need to stake it. I didn't realize that peppers get this heavy either. More basil and another tomato plant. Look how high it is, or tall. These tomato plants have gone crazy. These right here, these bags are succession plants. Corn. I don't know why the bottom of those corn leaves got brown, but hey, I fertilized them yesterday. And I know grow bags tend to, this is another squash. I don't know if it was the little patty pan, the little flat one, or what, but I put one squash in each of these bags. One of those didn't germinate, so I do have some in the house. And I do have an nasturtium in there. And 3 more melon. Those are dead. They still have some life, but I'm pulling those up because I created some over there. I'll show you. 2 plant. They are loofah. But this bed, look at this. This is a catastrophe. Remember, it was the bed that didn't have anything in it. And now it's overgrown. So let's slowly look through it. I see these cute little butterflies throughout. My daughter put them out. I have a tomato plant here. It's doing pretty good. Some basil. And I'm believing that what I was talking about earlier about y'all little green homies that like to blend in, I'm believing that I don't have as much problem as I had before. Look how tall this thing is. I've had to put a higher stake just to see if I can give it a little room. But it's outgrown that. I got to do something different because I don't want it to get burnt up in this Texas heat. So I have some more basil here. Another little tomato plant here. Ooh, what is this black? I don't know what that is. It's probably poop or some water or something. We don't know, but we're going to take it off. Ew. So, oh. Yeah, look at my beautiful double orange tiger lily. They bloomed or blossomed a few weeks back. They're dying off. I have to see if there's a such thing as deadheading them and if they'll come back. If not, they were beautiful while they lasted because I'm going to plant some more. Here go my gladiolas. I call that garden grass. Oh, shoot. I was about to talk bad about it, y'all. Shut up. Look at this. Because I was about to say, it ain't gave me nothing. Look. I was about to give up. Y'all, I'm not going to cry on this camera. Woo. I'm not going to cry on this camera. The more y'all get to know me, the more y'all know that I'm one of the biggest crybabies. Because I see growth in everything. So let me stop talking. Because that's good, y'all. Okay. Back. These are my dahlias. I think it was too hot for them to blossom, so I'm gonna try to keep them alive as much as possible. I did fertilize them because they looking janky. Give me some more mulch, but I got the cedar kind, the one that don't have color like these other ones, because I wanted to shade the plants. I mean, you know, put it on the top of the plant so the dirt could not dry out as fast. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Because if you can see throughout when I've been going through the garden, mushrooms are everywhere, right? And so I know that's a breaking down of everything. And I don't want more mushrooms in there. Now, I like mushrooms, but geez. So anyway, back to this garden. Yeah, y'all see how I got sidetracked? I'm talking about tears. Anyway, because I know him to be able to do all things exceedingly abundantly above all things. Okay, I'm back. So look, let me pull this up so y'all can see. Y'all look at these tomatoes. Look at them. I'm so grateful. And I'm gonna be good again. I'm not gonna tear up because I see lessons in everything as well. Y'all see the topic or the title or the, what is that thing called? Y'all know what I'm talking about on my new page, YouTube, that I'm a lover of all things learning. And I love things growing, because if you're not growing, you're not learning, you're not living, right? So I see that. Look, even when it looked like you surrounded. I'm not gonna start with y'all. But look, I got tomatoes on here. They're growing. I got a lot of basil again. Tomatoes on that. Back here, I didn't know these tomatoes was gonna do that, but I have thyme and oregano that has taken over, and I love it. I have pepper plants back there. Oh shoot, y'all, look at all those peppers on there. I gotta come do a harvest. Let's see. This one, oh, that's peppers here too. Oh, peppers all over there. Can y'all see that? I know y'all can. All the gardeners were gardener's eyes. I remember when I found those ugly green things, my sister, who lives in Tennessee, she found mine on camera. Aisha, go back. I'm like, what? She found them. Now, mind you, to my naked eye, I didn't see them. So, yeah. Y'all gardeners with gardener's eyes. Come on. All right. Now, let me tell y'all about these tomatoes. Tomato plants. I have never grown tomatoes like this. I don't even have basil in here because I didn't expect it to do this good. I have 2 steaks in here that, look at this one. This one is leaning over. Let me go back to it. See, I get ahead of myself. Now see, I have a green bean plant back there that ain't doing. Look at it looking like spinach. Like, excuse me, I can't be back here with all these people. I don't have no room to grow, whatever. I need to see why they're shriveling up like that, because some say it's heat, some say something else, but it's not really as hot as it could be because it's the shade cloth, and it's between all these tomatoes and what is this? Peppers, so whatever. But anyway, these tomatoes, I bought these little sticks like this. They're lemon or just yellow tomatoes, I'm guessing. Yeah. And they were little bitty like this. I cut them all back because they were dead. Dead. Cut them all back 2 or 3 times. That's a little pepper plant, hot banana. And I kept cutting them back. Even when it looked like they wanted to grow and I kept cutting them back. And it's like one day I came here and look, y'all, what am I gonna do with this? I tried to prune. It's like, it ain't doing. Look at this one. This one is ridiculous. So I'm gonna see what it's gonna do. I'll come and prune when I have to. Well, I have to. But I'll come prune later because this sun is about to get on your girl. It's another one back there. Because you know, I told y'all I try to pay homage to my folks. It's called a Cherokee Purple. I know y'all laughing. That joker was doing good, but I know it got attacked because baby girl is definitely curling. I cut it all the way down. She curling. Cut it all the way down. She curling. Everything else around it is, look at this, same dirt. So what? You can be in the same grow area, same dirt, and experience different conditions. So we're not going with that. We're not going nowhere with that, all right? Look, first time growing stevia, this stuff is taking over. I'm going to harvest some, but I'm going to wait till I learn a little bit. I did see something last time. Look at this, another tomato. This tomato, I staked it, and look at it. I don't know how the stevia got under there. Look at it. Oh, the stevia got under there and took over. So I got to stake the stevia now. Jesus. Come on, stevia. Ugh. So I put this down. So, you see this? Yeah, I can't stand them flying or jumping. And this one, I had another 2 tomato plants here. And they didn't make it. So what we got? Stupid weeds. The weeds are necessary. We know that. They're necessary. Ugh, look at them. I'm getting all of these weeds as much as I can. But the bad part is I didn't pull them like I wanted to because I call myself planting some marigolds and some other little flowers. And you know, most flowers have the smallest seeds, so I don't be knowing. And I've never grown flowers from seed until this year. So anyway, or I should say successfully. So okay, back to this bed and I'll come back. My first grapevine. I know it's not going to produce this year, but we training it. Back there we had my second one, or actually the third one. Can y'all see that? The third one. Nothing's happening. And I'm a witness of things happening in the dirt, right? Or so they say. Growth happens in the dirt. And it hasn't started producing. I did plant it after this one, but I'm thinking it should have already done something. Maybe y'all know, but I'm not going to throw it away just yet. I will eventually kind of, they say, scrape the bark and see what's going on. It may just be another dud, but gardeners growing and learning, right? This is 2 blueberry bushes. When I first got it, no leaves or anything was on it. It was just a little branch. So that's good. Now here go my girls. I grew some more loofah. So you see, I only casted a few seeds in the pour, and they all germinated. So today or tomorrow, my job, it will be to replant those. Like take a few out of here and put them right here. Like I'm gonna take all of those out because I'm not just gonna keep watering. I thought I was supposed to just germinate all of them, and I did. I take it back. But I never took the time to thin them out, if that makes sense. Of course it does. So anyway, we back. Back in the cut are my sweet potato vines. That's 3 bags. I want to say it's 2 or 3 in each. I know it's probably overcrowded, but why do I care? I don't. Because they say the smaller amounts of plants or slips you put in a bag or a container or the ground, the bigger your harvest or the bigger the potatoes. But my grandma was old school, and when she made sweet potato pies or anything like that, she preferred the little ones because she didn't want all them strings. So boom, that's what I'm trying to do. At least that's what I play like I'm trying to do. Yeah, look at the stevia leaning over. Dramatic. All right, right here we have brand new bags, just like last week or so. Sorry, I can't see over the trellis. I want to say those might be weeds, but we'll see. But I planted 2 ground cherries from seeds, and I don't know how they're supposed to grow, so I don't know how it goes. We'll see. If those are weeds, y'all know I'm gonna pull it up. I have no problem doing that. I know how to replant. But I did see something different, so I think it might be that, because I haven't gotten anything out of this bag yet. But it says 10 to 14 day germination, so we'll see. So if y'all know, tell me what that is. It looks like weeds, but it's so it's just one location, so I don't know. Never grown ground cherries. Now this one right here, this is my girl. This is called Charlie's bed. And now that I'm looking, I think it's a, what you call it? You know how we gardeners get sidetracked. But I think I know it's a worm in there because I see it ate some of them leaves. But anyway, this was one of the first things I planted out. And I call it Charlie's bed because my mom There's nobody like her on the planet, and I mean it, that makes potatoes and onions. So guess what's in this bed? Potatoes and onions. This bed has grown so much and it's starting to die down, so I know it's getting close to harvest time. I think we're about 30 days max out. And so I've been cutting back flowers and all of that, and I see the dirt rising, so I'm gonna actually heal it some more. I'm just gonna pour some dirt, lift them up as much as I can, and pour some more dirt over it. But I had a lot of space, I thought, in this bed, and I was told that I could do this, and I did it. Y'all see that? Y'all, I grew a few slips. It was 4. This was my first slips I'd ever grown for sweet potatoes. I said, let me see if I can, get some space in the bed. Y'all, didn't nobody tell me that they grow like this. And the vines ain't the same as all the other vines I done touched. Like, people say they're edible. I don't know if I'm that slick yet or that smooth, but hey, whatever. They growing like crazy. Look at it. Can y'all see? They're everywhere. And it's beautiful. But come on, for real? Yeah. So let me go tip around here and see what's eating. Because usually the little dirty, dusty, try not to step on my sweet potatoes. Dusty, ooh, look at me, y'all. The dusty worms or something be nearby. Look at it, y'all. I cleaned that leaf off. Dirty devil. Ugh. But the only thing that gives me pause, or should I say that doesn't give me pause or makes me not stress, is the fact that I'm not really concerned about what's above ground. I'm ready for these potatoes. Y'all see how they growing up? And you see those, ooh, excuse me, these slapping bugs? See how these potatoes are like pushing up? And I've healed them a few times. So this was a new bed, so you know how you're trying to save a little money and you don't buy as much dirt, but I did. So I'm going to lift all of these up as much as I can and heal. These onions, I did not really grow to eat. I grew them for pests because they said they were good companions. Some of them look like they're doing good, some of them are not, and that's okay. But let me go back around. Ooh. This is the bag of mulch that I'm going to pour back down. This is my cute little seated area. Y'all look at my fake tree. Until everything else grows. So, that's another bag of potatoes. My daughter went throughout the garden and put these butterflies. These are some new elephant ears. I've never grown them. I have a few in the front yard. And I read somewhere that they need to be watered. Like, they love water. Shoot, a couple of them got water boarded. Is that a word? Water board? No. And I started having to put them back because it was too much water. So, hey y'all, I'm learning. These had potatoes in them too. Them little dusty worms got to them, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna in that dirt and use it. Oh shoot, you know what I can do? I can put them in that bed. Put that in that bed. So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, yeah, that's my garden. And I'm proud of it. I will go get my bag and harvest all those peppers, put down a lot more basil. Into my peppers or my watermelon, I'm going to go get some lime that I heard or read for calcium and some Tums. Woo.